Okay, we're going to be talking about dividing rational expressions, and this you should know by heart. A over B divided by C over D is the same thing as A over B times DC. What this means is simply that the second term is the one that changes from division to multiplication, and you flip the second term, only the second term. So CD becomes DC. And then you multiply A times D and B times C. Now, an example would be 4 over 5 divided by 6 over 5. 4 over 5 remains the same. The division changes to multiplication. And notice that the 6 over 5 flipped and became 5 over 6. Now, I can just multiply 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 6 is 30. And notice that here, the zeros can cancel out, and you have 2 over 3. Now, let's look at this example. When we have 1 over half, it's going to remain the same. This division changes to multiplication, and the second term flips to 3 over 4. Now, 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 4 is 8. What a lot of students do when they don't know this method is they just simplify the 4 and the 2, that's wrong. You always have to do the following. Change division to multiplication and flip the second term only. Only the second term you flip. Okay, let's do it with variables now. 7zq is going to be the same thing, right? 7zq. Change division to multiplication, and you flip this guy. So you have 7zq squared. Notice that now there's nothing you could simplify here, so you have to multiply everything across. So 7 times 7 is 49. Z times z becomes z squared, and you have q times q squared becomes q cubed. Remember, when you have the same base, you have to add the exponents, right? That's what I did here and here. Okay, so let's look at a couple of things here. This, you have to realize that it's a difference of squares. A difference of squares I covered in the last video that basically said a squared minus b squared is the same thing as a minus b and a plus b. Okay, so this is a square, and 9 is also a squared, right? So if you think about it, x squared minus 3 squared, right? And you circle everything under the 2, and that's going to be one answer. So it's going to be x minus 3 and x plus 3. So let's rewrite it down. So this becomes, this x squared minus 9 is really x minus 3 and x plus 3. And this is over x plus 4. This is division, changes to multiplication, and then this side flips x plus 4, and then this becomes x minus 3. So notice now that this x minus 3, it cancels, right? And then what else cancels? This x plus 4 cancels with this x plus 4, and the only thing we have left is x plus 3 as an answer. So that covers dividing rational expressions. If you have any questions, let me know. Just write a comment, or let me know whatever you need for me to do in terms of video tutoring. Okay, thank you.